What's up guys, today we're going to compare the two best early game units, the Farmer and the Gnome. We will discuss their strengths and weaknesses, and the main difference between the two. At the end of the video, I will tell you which one I personally use and why I like it. Let's get right into it. So as you can see, at level 1, the Gnome actually costs $50 more to place, which is a huge factor. It does have 4 more damage, the same amount of range, but a slower attack speed. The Gnome does have about 1 more DPS, but it costs 50 more to keep in place, so let's keep that in mind. Boom! At level 2, we can see an even bigger difference. The Gnome costs 100 more, but when you actually add up the DPS, it has less than the Farmer. This is crazy and it's a huge difference, but you'll see later on in a video that this trend changes drastically. Now, at level 3, the gap widens even further between the two. So far, the Farmer is looking completely dominant in the stats, but I'll show you later why the Gnome might have its own argument. Wow, now the Gnome finally has more DPS than the Farmer, and they have the same range as well. But most people would consider the extra $185 you spend on the Gnome is not worth it, and the Farmer is better so far. I agree with this, but wait until we see the last upgrade. Now for level 5. Here is the biggest difference. As you can see, the Gnome has 1 more range, but it also has 5 more DPS. This makes the Gnome much better for late game scenarios and doing things like killing bosses. But the Farmer is about a whole $300 cheaper, so I'll tell you who I think's the best. For most situations, I would have to say the Farmer is the best early game unit, just because of how cheap it is and it's easier to spam out. However, I would say in certain game modes like Endless for example, it's better to have the Gnome because it's better late game and it has more DPS and range than the Farmer. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I put a lot of effort into this, and thank you for watching.